Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Sports Roundup, and it's late Thursday, May 12th, 2016. I'm Peter Wiggins. Let's study off out at Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, where the Boston Red Sox squared off against the Houston Astros in the first of a 4-game weekend series at Fenway Park, and the Red Sox fans continued to surge as the Red Sox batting started in the bottom of the first, where the Zenner Bogart hits his third homer of the season on 5 ball to left field. That scores Bogart's up to 2-0 for the definitive Red Sox. Then, top of the second, Jake Marisnik reaches out a fielder by second base, but does Pedroia list Barbarian scores, and it cracks the 2-1 Red Sox. But then, on the second, Jack Bauer Jr. singles out a ground ball. A center fielder calls scored there. That scores Christian Vasquez, was 3-1 in favor of the Red Sox. And then, bottom of the third, Adley Ramirez doubles on a line drive to right fielder George Springer. That scores David Ortiz, was 4-1 Red Sox. And then, Chris Young singles on a short fly driver. Left fielder Jake Marisnik, that scores Adley Ramirez, that's 5-1 Red Sox to the bottom of the third. And then, Mookie Betts hits a homer on a fly ball to left center field. That scores Betts, Vasquez, and Bradley Jr. was 8-1 in favor of the Red Sox. And then, bottom of the seventh, Travis Shaw doubles out in the short line drive. The right fielder George Springer, 12th total season, that scored Ramirez, 9-1 in favor of the Red Sox with 7. And then, bottom of the eighth, Zenner Bogart singles on a line drive to right fielder George Springer, that scores Mookie Betts, was 10-1 Red Sox. Then, David Ortiz out of second by the right fielder George Springer, that scores Brock Loda as a busted Red Sox defeat the Houston Astros 11-1 to go to 22-13 on the season. As David Price got the win, gave up just 6 hits to run and struck out 12. Wall. Dallas Kitchen got the loss. Next up for Red Sox and the Astros go off tomorrow at 7:10 p.m. with Steven Ryder about Red Sox ball. Let's be called out of bad for the Astros. Alright, let's take a look at some Major League scores on this late Thursday night. Baltimore Orioles defeat leading the Detroit Tigers 7-5. Bottom of 8, bottom of the 9. Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies are tied at 4. Bottom of 7, San Diego Padres are leading the Milwaukee Brewers 2-0. Bottom of the second, Arizona Diamondbacks leading the San Francisco Giants 1-0. Top of the first, St. Louis Cardinals, Los Angeles Angels, no score. Top of the first, New York Mets, Los Angeles Dodgers, no score. New York Yankees over the Kansas City Royals 7-3. How about those Red Sox? Surging in May. Alright, take a look at some NHL scores. And there are 3 teams in the NHL's version of Final Four. Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh in the Eastern Conference Final. And the St. Louis Blues are waiting the winner of the San Jose Nashville Predators game. And San Jose Sharks are leading the Nashville Predators 3-0 and 18:30 left in the second period. Okay, take a look at some NBA scores. Oakland City Thunder taking on San Jose Spurs with the Oakland City Thunder with a win. Will advance to the Western Conference Final against the Golden State Warriors. And boys, through 3 quarters, Oakland City Thunder leading the San Antonio Spurs 91-65. Alright, let's take a look at some sports news on this late Thursday night. Make that 2 covers. Bob broadcasting legend on Thursday. But this one might be a notch of a GQ in terms of football percentage. He's backed his way under the cover of Madden 17. After all, what is the point of the Olympic Games anymore? What started on the ancient Greece way back in 776 BC as seemingly friendly combination by a chiseled man wearing next to the nothing as rolled into a skin with the sport that played out most. Norman Oakland, but not quite you have to say that Big 12 was psychologically disadvantaged and needed to expand. Oakland President David Boyd agreed to retreat to it every Thursday afternoon. Punt the Freddie beat Florida. Locally rebound for the best disappointment that Jonas Pete could have tried his troubles behind him as Thursday to an open round and the Players' Championship shouldn't even par 72 that included today. A 2016 Brickness bet to win the place in the doors of the build some purple talent. Undefeated and very level, but Douglas seemed to be a sure thing as well as being, but at this point, not at all, so he's pointed even very enjoyable as the bet. Independence, Ohio, with Ted Duncan geared up to play what it could be his last game in his storied career Thursday. In San Antonio Spurs lose Oakland City Thunder. LeBron James said his mentioned decision to retire will be entirely out. Roger Federer has been hampered by a back injury during the 7-6-2-6-4 loss to the Dominican on Thursday in a row. Pittsburgh got a count of the gap between the last time the Pittsburgh Pirates wins at the Tampa Bay Lightning in Friday night's game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals in less than 3 months. New York Mets are taking a cautious approach with the pitching staff. Ponte Verde beats Florida. One birdie that led to two more before Jason Day, even in his try. His run kept getting better and the world's number one as Jason Day shot a 906-3 to tie Sawgrass back to take players lead. Now eliminated the Portland Trail Blazers with Grizzly and speculative Russell Sexton in 2015-16. So, Mets so they got the potential of one LeBron James. Langone and Pennsylvania. Pop Warner said Thursday to eliminate kickoffs in its youngest divisions of 3. I never say before because range will change to make sure and the notice to discuss the higher levels of the game. The 8th place New England Revolution have mostly struggled for the first couple of months of the 2016 season. The team's most remarkable achievement is probably 7 times, putting it on a pace of eliminating the record for most draws. Laquan Treadwell with NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell as Vikings signed first round. Laquan Treadwell to finish draft class. Carson Wentz signs with the Philadelphia Eagles as Wiki camp begins. Dayton Center Steve McLean died Cylinder Thursday's home in New Haven, Indiana. According to release from the school, he was 20 years old. Emil Island, Florida, a got a law that critics say can allow discrimination against members of the LGBT community could impact with their state of Atlantic Conference Championship events. Ponte Verde beat Florida, even after a surprise return on leaderboard, even after Roundup gave him credit to the notion that the short game was beyond him. Everyone else couldn't bring himself to say the word. New York General Manager Chuck Lofsno said that the New York Islanders just weren't good enough in the second round series against Tampa Bay Lightning, and he was focused on helping the team improving the offseason. That is going to be it for Sports 1 Minute Slate. Thursday, May 12th, 2016. I'm Pierce here. Okay, see you tomorrow night. Good night.